Hi guys, welcome to the Fourth Moment Weekly Roundup, where you get your weekly dose of local football action. And with me as usual is Mr. Andrew Pequeno.
Hi there, Shamiel. How are you?
Alright, and you?
Fine, thanks. Nice warmer day today.
Hot today, yeah. I can't wait to ask you, but without getting in too depth about it, the match on Saturday against Claywood, we got to go there. ABC results.
Geez, you want to start there?
Suma, I want to start there.
Yeah.
I want to start there because I know you were very nervous about that game. And a 2-0 result against Claywood.
Yeah, I wasn't nervous. I was more excited.
Okay.
But I was like very composed.
Yeah.
Listen, like I said to the viewers a couple of weeks ago, the Nedbank Cup gave us an opportunity to assess ourselves and where we are. Coming from the regional third division to the ABC League. Yeah. And I mean, Saturday the fixture schedule gave us the favourites in our stream game one, but we had prepared well. Obviously, when I was actually, to be honest with you, Sham, I'm not nervous at all on match day. I was more excited to see how we and to me, I just wanted our guys to execute the plan, and they executed it very well. Listen, Claywood are top team.
Yeah, definitely.
Top team, a lot of experienced players. But we stuck to our game plan. We minimised this space. We neutralised one or two things which I'll have to keep under my shirt until the game against them away. Yeah. But listen. At the end of the day, it was great for Hanover Park. We had a big crowd that was there, and we got 3 points. Boys did very well. My changes worked. Like I always say, it makes a coach look very good when you make the right changes. But execution was there. To me, that was more important. Our goalkeeper never had to make a save of note. And from our perspective, we've worked a lot on our defensive shape and everything, and to see that culminating Saturday was perfect for us.
So do you think it was more of a tactical game that you goes 0-0 at the half time?
It was a very tactical game, yeah. Listen, it's when you're playing against a team of experienced pros, you've got to be very tactical. You can't go out all guns blazing and get naive. But listen, we had an extra 3 weeks to watch them in the Nedbank, so we had an idea. They came in there, they were very confident from the Nedbank Cup. And I think we on the day, like I said, we executed. It could have gone either way, to be honest. Early in the second half, they dominated the first 10 minutes of the second half. But, we defended very, very well. And, listen, I'm excited because I now see the standard, but, it's now the next game. Yeah. The standard has to be maintained. Like I always say, we're new into this league. It's a different challenge every week. And we'll go through the fixtures later, and we'll go through who we're playing this weekend. Yeah,
and I'm sure the next opponents for Claywood is probably a bit more nervous now because they're going to come back and they have a point to prove, obviously. Coach
and they've played other opponents before in the Nedbank Cup, so it's going to be interesting.
Okay, just looking at the other results here. So we've done the Nova Park one. Need to get that one out. That's then done and dusted. Cape Town Spurs and Hout Bay. That was a game that we were looking forward to. Big guns there. Hout Bay winning 2-1 against Cape Town Spurs at the Kamfa. And then last year's stream winners and league winners eventually, Zizwe United beating Grassy Park 2-0.
Yeah, I was there. I was at the game. Zizwe, came out with the normal tactics. I thought Grassy Park were disappointing. I don't think they executed their plan. I think Coach Shakes was quite disappointed in their performance. Yeah. But 2-0 away from home for Zizwe, it's a good start in that stream.
Yeah, I think Coach Shakes did say that it was exactly like you said. Things didn't go according to plan. The boys didn't pitch up, so we'll see what happens in their next match. And then the new boys City Kings getting a draw at Santos in Thornton.
Yeah, I said to you last week when we were looking at that fixture, and I said I've played both teams, and I thought they were both quite good. So the stalemate 0-0. I think it pretty much sets them up. Very, very well structured teams, and it's going to be difficult to break down.
This one was a surprise for me. Marty's beating Pequeno Sundowns 6-2 after the good start Pequeno had last season.
I actually spoke with our famous ref Shoes on Sunday.
Okay.
He actually did that game, and he told me that Pequeno were 2-0 up. So, to go from 2-0 up to lose 6-2.
Okay.
It was a good comeback by Marty's, but they did have Pequeno did have a player sent off, so made it a bit easier. But listen, 6-2 is a great start.
Yeah. And then looking at Stream B, newcomers Young Bafana, Coach Dylan Dean going all the way to Rasdeen and getting a result against Royal Blues 2-1.
Yeah, tough place to go to, eh? Yeah. We're going the end of the month. I'm not looking forward to that. But it's a good result. Good start for Young Bafana, their first game in the ABC, so it's a good start for them.
Also new boys, Wanderers FC from Langa beating Ukania, also new guys from Roykrans 2-1, so it's a good result there for them as well.
I spoke to the Langa guys on Sunday when I was at William Herbert for the LFA playoff finals, and they said, it was a good game. And they dominated possession, and it was a good result for them. 2-1.
2-1 loss for Ubuntu at the Battalion.
Tough.
5 o'clock kickoff.
Another tough place to go to, Paul. We played the playoffs there. We saw the crowd that Battalions have and the support they have in the area. So yeah, no, Coach Moritz did indicate the fact that they had their chances and couldn't take it. And they had a goal disallowed as well. But yeah, Battalion's always a tough place to go to.
Right, and then also, guys, you remember you can go to our website, www.thefourthmoment.co.za, to have a look at the logs. We're not going to talk about the logs now, just one match played, so...
Can't we?
No.
Okay, just checking.
They top of the log, that's why he wants to talk about it.
I've taken lots of photos of that log at this point in time and I frame it.
Okay, so we won't look at the log right now, but we'll look at the fixtures for next weekend coming. And starting on Friday, Ikapa and Santos playing there. Ikapa Sporting versus Santos, that's on Friday. Then also we've got Hout Bay playing Martis, hosting Martis there in Hout Bay. City Kings and Cape Town Spurs. I see on the City Kings social media, they're calling it the Real City Derby. So let's see if you're out there. It's for that match to see how that goes. And then in Pequeno Sundowns versus Grassy Park.
Sure. It's going to be interesting to see how Ikapa do. It's their first game. They had a bye last week.
Yep.
Zizwe have a bye this week, so that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ikapa got a tough start there.
Yeah. You guys travelling all the way to Strand this week?
Yeah, we're playing Young Bafana, Dylan Dean's team. They won away in Beaufort, so it's going to be a tough game.
And then FN Rangers, who had the bye in this stream last week, are playing Royal Blues at home at Royal Road.
Yeah, Royal Blues might have a bit of jet lag by the time they arrive for that game.
I'm sure, that was going to be a good game there. And then Claywood, looking back there to get back to winning ways with against Battalions.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. Battalions in the Nedbank took them to extra time, so it could be an interesting game.
Yeah.
But I think Claywood will come out all guns blazing to get the 3 points this weekend.
And then Coach Moritz and the Ubuntu hosting Wanderers, the final match of that.
That'll be a nice game.
Yeah. Then, okay, so that's your ABC Motsepe. Let's talk about the playoffs quickly before we go on to the third division.
Yeah, I think it's a very good end to the LFA season.
Yeah.
I was there on Sunday for the 2 games. Seaside Spurs, playing 2 for Joy. It was an entertaining game. 2 for Joy took an early lead. Seaside came back to make it 2-1. A great free kick by Diego Brown in there. And then 2 for Joy equalised with a couple of minutes to go, and then it went to the dreaded penalty shootout.
Okay.
And goalkeeper Sbu, I think his name is, from Seaside Spurs. Yeah. He saved a couple of penalties and they won the game. Listen, I think we should just take a couple of seconds to talk about Seaside. I mean, this is a club that's 9 months old. It was formed at a community club in Ocean View. To take a club that's 9 months old, win the LFA, semi-final of the Coke Cup, and winning promotion in the first year. It's like a fairy tale story, and the amount of work and effort that's get put in by the Exco, by the chairman Earl Clutie. I mean, it's unbelievable journey. And I think we can sit here and we can talk about the other club that made it through, Crystal Palace, got a rich history in the LFAs. But here's a club. If somebody wants to start a club and have a dream, this was it. Yeah. The dream was to form a club to play football, to get people together. That club now has made semi-final of the Coke Cup. It's won the LFA and brought promotion to the regional third division. I mean, they must be pinching themselves.
Yeah.
And seeing the emotion after the game, it really touched my heartstrings, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of passion, man.
Yeah. And then also the other stream winners, or the other guys against promotion, was Crystal Palace, like you said earlier on. We didn't talk much about Crystal Palace. It was more of, everybody was talking about Wynberg St. John's actually crossing that hurdle. But did you watch that match between Palace?
Yeah, yes, I did.
Yeah?
Interesting. The result doesn't say it all, to be honest, Shamiel. I mean, Crystal Palace won 1-0. But Wynberg had numerous chances to score. And I still sit here wondering how they didn't score. But Palace were well structured. Coach Uni there, he set the team up well. A lot of young players, and they did very well, and they had huge support. That was the other thing. The stand on the one side of William Herbert on the A field was just Crystal Palace supporters.
That's good. Well, what they say about coaches and plans. The guy that wins is planned better. So maybe that's what happened there.
Let's not go there.
Okay, so. What's next? Third division?
Yeah, third division.
No, before we go, this is a show basically about congratulations. We've got to congratulate the 2 teams that won promotion.
Yes.
We've got to congratulate Invincible Cravenby for going all the way to, where was it?
They went all the way to Knysna. They got promotion into the Cecil League. It's unbelievable. Another Cape Town team in there.
Yeah, well done to Invincible Cravenby there. And I think that was it.
Yeah, and I got to admit, they were invincible. We asked them to be invincible last week, and they were unbeaten.
I think they won their last game 8-0 or something.
9-0.
9-0, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There must be a lot of goals in Knysna.
Okay, third division.
Yeah, third division starts the season. Everybody's looking forward to the new third division season. I mean, at the end of the day, we've had a bit of a break here, and a lot of new clubs coming in, 2 new clubs. We got Invincible Cravenby and Saxon Rovers have joined, and you know the announcement a couple of days ago, new franchise got sold. It's all been confirmed.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's ratified with SAFA yet.
Ratified.
Okay, so Milano's taken over the Cape Town United franchise there. So your Easy Mechanis is back in franchise football. So the whole Grassy Park is abuzz. So we'll see how that goes with Milano. Yeah. Let's go to the fixtures. Premier United on Friday night hosting FC Houtbay at Downburg Road.
That game has been moved to Sunday, Shamiel, 3 p.m. Due to load shedding possibilities at Hanover Park.
Thank you, Eskom, again. Then Junction Rovers and Invincible Cravenby Friday night.
Nice game.
Oh, okay, is it happening?
Yeah, that's happening. All the other Friday night games are happening.
You got a tight line with Eskom or what?
And I've got a tight line with SAFA.
Then Silver Spurs, old foes there, hosting Cape Town United, well, which will obviously be in Milano players at Hickory Road. That's going to be a good match to see.
Baptism of fire for Milano first game.
We'll see
away at Hickory Road. Tough to beat Silver Spurs there.
Yeah. Obviously with Silver's Nova Park out of the league now, Silver Spurs might be one of the clubs that's looking as favourites to getting that top spot. Then Vasco da Gama hosting Cape Town City on Friday night.
Sure.
Jomo's Power all the way from Atlantis. Jamestown travelling to them, the Robinvale Sports Complex. That's on Saturday. Then Saxon and Cape Umoya is the next match.
Yeah, Saxon Rovers at home, their first game against Cape Umoya. It will be an interesting contest.
And Matroosfontein hosting Greenwood Athletic on Saturday.
Big clubs.
Yeah.
Big clubs at Ellsbury Park.
Yep. And then Ocean View playing Goal 50 Unite. That's the last game for the third division.
Nice to get the Ocean View travel out the way. And just to, you know, next week's fixtures, there's a fixture that's coming early next week because next week's a double header.
Yeah.
And on Wednesday night, Vasco da Gama hosting Silver Spurs. So that's another big game in the third division.
Yeah. I think the third division this season is going to be exciting because everybody is, it's new teams coming in. Effectively, there's about 4 or 5 new teams besides the guys that got because of franchises being sold and so on. So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, listen, like I said to last week on the show when we started a sort of a preview of it, I don't know who the front runner is at this point in time. All I know is that games are going to be tight, and the best team, always after 34 games, the best team will win it.
Then before we go, we need to talk about this weekend, talk about nerves. I'm nervous, I'll be honest. We've got the Super Cup taking place this weekend, the fourth moment under 16 Super Cup. Everything's planned, everything's ready to go. We're looking forward to hosting 20 teams at William Herbert and find out who is the best under 16 team in Cape Town.
Yeah, I'm excited. We went through all the clubs last week. It's like the third division. Don't know who's going to win. A lot of big games in there. Big clubs like Ubuntu in there. The Cape District clubs, it's their home ground. So clubs like Greenwood will put in a fair show. Ocean View, I think they're in the same group, so that's going to be a nice derby to watch.
Yep.
And I think if you're around William Herbert, come down. There's no Bay Hill playoffs this weekend or anything like that. Yeah. So please come down. You can come in the morning and then go watch an ABC game in the afternoon or something like that. So, and Sunday, we're there all day, and we might be streaming a game.
Yeah, we might stream some games days. Guys, if you're in the Wynberg area, matches start at 9 o'clock. Last match starts at 5:45. That's on Saturday, and on Sunday also with the final basically taking place at the same time also on Sunday. So I think that's all from us.
It's action-packed show.
Yeah, busy show, and as usual, we've got to say thanks to Loro Sport for helping us with all our apparel and assisting us with our tournament also. And until next week, we'll see you next time.
Cheers.